What if I told you history could be made? Led by seniors Andrew Yoder and Norman Miller, the 2015-16 Westview Warriors won their 18th sectional championship in dramatic fashion. Now, what if I told you history could be repeated? What once was the most inexperienced team in Michigan is now one of the most dangerous, as senior leader Lucas Yoder looks to lead the Warriors to another such crown and glory.
Okay, good.
Determination, excellence, tradition, history. This is Westview Warrior basketball.
Westview Warrior basketball is streaming live on the World Wide Web and LaGuanaMedia.com. Today's game is brought to you by the following gold sponsors: Meat Secker Marketplace, Hype Auto Body, LaGuana, and Ship Shoe Service. Silver sponsors are Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware, Topeka Pharmacy, Weaver Furniture, Jerry's Standard, Yoder Popcorn, Mike's Automotive Service, Pruitt May Funeral, the Brethren Retreat, the Hometown Treasure, Yoder Insurance, Quality Floor, Fast Lane Subway, Frontline Auto Tech, by Tiffany's Restaurant, Yoder Shipshawana Hardware, Troyer's Saddlery, Emma Warehouse, and Mercury Wireless. Our individual sponsors are Tim and Donna Height, Jim and Liz Stump, Dan and Dawn Biden, and John and Leslie Cook.
Yep.
Now, out to the game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to exciting high school basketball action from Westview High School. Tonight, it's the Westview Warriors at 14-6 and 8-2 in the Northeast Corner Conference, hosting the Fremont Eagles with a 14-6 record and an 8-2 record in the Northeast Corner Conference. Two teams coached by veteran head coaches. Of course, Rob Yoder in his 14th year at the helm of the Westview Warriors with a record of 226 wins in his tenure as a coach at Westview. And John Wysong, a longtime area coach, has taken over at Fremont, and he's compiled a 30-13 record in his second year at the helm of the Fremont Eagles. So an exciting Northeast Corner Conference matchup coming up for you tonight, the Fremont Eagles and the Westview Warriors. And I'll be back to talk to head coach Rob Yoder of our Westview Warriors right after this timeout.
back at Westview High School, the basketball coach, Rob Miller of the Westview Warriors. And Rob, before we talk about the NECC game coming up tonight with Fremont, tough battle with them, let's talk about that base game. A nice victory for you guys.
Yeah, our kids played well. Had to play against the 2-1, tried to slow us down a little bit in the zone, and was tied to that. I think they're much better. Scoring the ball better in the second half. I just thought we had a lot of guys on to make contributions. We're happy for the win.
Yeah, it's a good advancement for you guys and getting ready for the sectional next week. You have Fremont coming in tonight, one of the top teams in the conference, of course, along with you and Eastside. What do you look for from Fremont? It's like a lot of the same faces we've seen over maybe even 3 or 4 years in certain cases.
Yeah, they got a team that everybody should recognize. They're senior loaded. I think they got 8 or 9 seniors on their roster, 5 senior starters. They're an old, experienced bunch that's been around and won a lot of games, and so they're going to play really well. They'll probably play a lot of zone. They're going to play size. They know what they're trying to do. Bring it down to the next this year. And then they got inside threats with Blue Cost and Rose. So they're a tough matchup both on the defensive end and on the offensive end. And they play real well.
Okay, you've had some illness last couple of weeks. How's everybody doing tonight?
Everybody was doing pretty good. Travis is home sick again today, so he was sick a couple of weeks ago.
Hey, Roger, could we have a picture?
Okay, the game was kind of physical, but everybody came out of that pretty good shape also as far as injuries or anything.
I thought it was our monitor. Are we
How do you
muted?
feel where your team is?
Are we muted? Oh, okay.
2 games away from the section.
Well, I think we've really improved over the course of the year. We're certainly better at winning close games. We're certainly better at making plays during close games, especially late in the game. And so we feel like we're improving. I think that our defense has gotten a lot better at protecting the basket and still challenging down the perimeter. And I think offense.
Coming back to me.
We're probably the most consistent.
You're going to run a spot, though?
Variety of spots.
You're running a spot?
Here. So
Yeah, right
like
after the commercial, or right after the interview.
Okay, what about the starting lineup for tonight's game?
We'll start the same group we started.
All right, good luck tonight, Rob.
Thank you.
Rob Yoder, head basketball coach of Westview. Dan will be back with the JV wrap-up right after this.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling.
So when you push it up there, then it starts over, huh?
Including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion,
Well, I don't know.
Kendallville,
I mean,
and Angola. If you're
Well,
looking
Dan
to
might
update
know.
your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
Back here at Westview High School, both teams out there getting some warm-ups in. Earlier this evening, the JV picked up I think it's their 17th win of the season. I just lost my paper. As they defeated the Fremont Eagles with final score 50-28. Sorry, that's their 18th win. 18-3 on the season with 1 game to go, Concord. So an excellent season for the junior varsity so far. And tonight, very balanced scoring. 3 players in double digits, all at 10. Dennis Wingard, Blake Egley, Matthew Jones, 10 apiece, and then 8 each for Mason Jones and Nolan Sherrick. So actually, those were the 5 starters. So very balanced scoring there. Andrew Wingard did come in off the bench and score a bucket, as did Jack McCoy to round out the scoring for Westview. Pretty much took control early on. We're up 8-2 short at the end of the game. Up 14-5 at the end of the first quarter, up 25-11 at halftime. Stretched the lead out to 37-18 at the end of 3 and outscored them again 13-10 in the final quarter to make that final 50-28, as we mentioned. So it was balanced scoring, and it looked like they were just playing at a little bit higher level than the Fremont team was the whole game.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I think their JV's a little bit different than their varsity.
I think so. Looking back at last year, their varsity, I mean, they have most of their guys back. I think there was only 2 points they scored against us last year from seniors, and the rest all came from underclassmen. Of course, Reagan Dance, not playing tonight, or at least not to start with, or whatever, or is he out for the whole game?
I think, well, they're probably trying to get him healed for the next week's sectional,
okay,
but
so he's probably not playing tonight at all then.
Yeah, he hurt his ankle in 2 games ago against Fairfield, I believe it was, or Central Noble. Yeah, he injured his ankle during the Central Noble game, and he missed the Concordia game last week. So,
well, last year when we played Fremont, he was their leading scorer with 18. And so, but yeah, as I said, they brought back all their points from last year, except for 2 points from, it was Austin Roble was a senior, had 2 points for them, and the rest, in other words, 2 seniors that scored 2 points apiece, Matt Armstrong being the other one. So that accounted for only 4 points when we played him. And on our side, Norman Miller had scored a couple free throws, and then of course Andrew Yoder was almost always our leading scorer. I think he had 20 against Fremont last year. So we're not bringing back as many points, and they're bringing back pretty much their whole team as well. So it'll be interesting. Although I ran stats, I looked at things and looked at all common opponents, and I told you earlier in the week. Is it safe to share this? My prediction for tonight, based on all the stats, Westview's
writing it down.
Okay, Westview's going to win 52-49.
I wrote it down.
We'll see how close we get.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It was what's interesting is I looked at common opponents, and there were several that we lost to and they beat, and vice versa. So we beat Goshen by 13. They lost to Goshen by 1 in overtime, I believe. We lost to Angola twice. They beat Angola by 1. We beat Busco pretty handily by 22, and they lost by 7. And then another big swap was we beat Central Noble by 17, and they lost by 14.
Wow. So
there's a couple of games where we both won, where they won bigger than we did, but most of the time we won by a larger margin than they did. So, but anyway, then just looking at what our normal scoring average is against those teams in common, and what the opponent's scoring average is, that's where I came up with. Oh, I need to amend it. I have 52.95, so it's 53-49.
Oh, well, okay,
yeah, let's get that right.
So it's a 4-point victory for the Warriors rather than a 3-point.
Yeah, we'll see. So,
well, that's interesting. You look at the 2 teams, and of course you mentioned, and so did Coach Yoder, they're a senior-laden team. I think they have 8 or 9 seniors on their roster this year. And you look at our team, just the opposite. We've got a lot of good young athletes on our roster, but Fremont does have the experience, no doubt.
Well, and interestingly, I don't think they have any juniors on their team at all, according to my roster. They have all sophomores. Or you have
I might have not updated Pentecost.
Pentecost is a senior.
Okay.
So yeah, they have all seniors. I think the 8 seniors and then 4 sophomores. So yeah, it's a interesting mix there.
It is. Of course, we lost to them by 2 last year, 47-45.
Yeah, that was a game of streaks. I have my score sheet from last year. So at the end of the first quarter, we were down 9-7, and then we tied it up, and then they scored 10 straight on us. And we traded a couple buckets, and then from about halfway through the second quarter until halfway through the third quarter, it was all us. We went on a 21-2 run. So we went from being down by 10 to being up by 9. But then the rest of the game, it was just a slow process. They worked their way back in there and then ended up beating us by 2.
And of course, that was over there at Fremont.
Right.
One big advantage I think we have, and you look at this game, Fremont might even not be taking this game nearly as serious, more like a an exhibition game at the beginning of the season,
Shipshewana communities in the West
where they don't want to show us a whole lot.
Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguna.
There we go. We're back now. Anyway, I mean, Fremont, of course, they're holding out Regadance, and you definitely want a player like of his caliber in as best a shape as possible for the sectional next week. So, and they don't want to show us a whole lot with the sectional coming up next week, and of course, we're playing them in the first round. We'll pause now for our national anthem. And another beautiful rendition of our Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem, by the Westview Show Choir, I believe, wasn't it, Dave?
Yeah, it was the Dynamic Sensations.
There you go.
They usually do one a year, and so I guess tonight was the night. It was the last opportunity.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups now. First of all, for the Fremont Eagles, they are the visiting team, of course. One of the guards will be handled by Cooper Wall, a 6'2 senior. At a second guard position will be Nathan Midgard, a 6'2 senior. At a third guard position will be 6' senior Jace Polklager. At a forward position will be veteran senior 6'5 Nick LaRose. And at the other forward position will be 6'4 senior Logan Pentecost. That's a look at John Wysong's Fremont Eagles. Now let's turn our attention to our Westview Warriors. No surprise in the starting lineup tonight for the Westview Warriors. They'll go at one guard with Charlie Yoder, a 6'2 freshman, averaging 10.1 points per game. Starting at the other guard position will be Elijah Hales, the team's leading scorer at 16.8 points per game, a 6'3 sophomore. Starting at a forward position tonight for the Warriors will be Cody Collier, 6'4 sophomore, averaging 9.1 points per game. Starting at the other forward position will be another sophomore, Josh Hostetler, a 6'1 sophomore, averaging 5.8 points per game. And starting at center tonight for the Warriors will be Nick Rensberger, coming off his best game of his high school career with a 14-point performance against the Goshen Redskins here last Friday evening. Nick averaging 6.3 points per game, and Nick is a 6'4 sophomore. Dan whistling in the background, getting the crowd fired up tonight. As a matter of fact, Channel 57 out of South Bend is doing a little piece on Dan and his whistling. So you might want to watch that after the game's over. And the tip is in the air and controlled by Fremont. Cooper Wall. Dan, you held up the game. They had to move the cameraman.
I saw that.
I told our fans about it.
Okay.
They should tune in to Channel 57 probably tonight. I'm not sure. Did he say when that would be?
I didn't hear, no.
And we have a hold on a foul on Westview underneath the Fremont basket.
Maybe on Collier, I believe. Picks up his team's first.
Inbounding will be Wall underneath the Fremont basket. He'll get it way out front to Jace Colclaser. Logan Pentecost now with the basketball. He drives on Collier all the way to the basket, puts it up and in. Quick move by Pentecost. Charlie Yoder gets it to Elijah Hales, bounce passes it down low. Now they'll swing it all the way around to Charlie again in the left corner, back to Josh Ostetler to Elijah Hales.
Well, here's the surprise. They're playing a 2-3 zone on us.
Yeah, no kidding. I think that's exactly what we expected.
Yeah.
In fact, Coach Yoder alluded to that in his interview. Josh Ostetler bounce passes it inside to Cody Collier. Now to Hales. Hales bounce passes it to Josh. Warriors trying to get somebody open for a high percentage shot in the lane or coming across the lane underneath. Pass is intercepted. Nathan Midgard. Pass ahead, and the shot is up and good by Cooper Wall. So Fremont out to a quick 4-0 lead here with about a minute and a half gone in this game. Hales controls on the right side. He'll give out front to Nick Rensberger, right back to Hales. Cody Collier tries to get it to Rensberger. It's into the backcourt, and that's going to be an over and back violation on the Warriors.
But they're having a little trouble getting going here.
Inbounding will be Colclaser. He'll get it into Nathan Midgard. The Westview side of the court, crosses the timeline, goes left side with it to Cooper Wall. Wall brings it back out front. Of course, Westview as usual, and they're man-to-man. Pentecost drives again. This time he misses, but he's fouled.
Last time he went in with his left hand. That time he went in with his right hand.
An ambidextrous Pentecost.
It's going to be called on Hales, his first, team second now, and that'll put him at the line to shoot a couple.
5:48 to go in the opening period. Fremont with a 4-0 lead with a chance to add to that here. With Logan Pentecost hitting his first free throw. It's a two-shot foul for Pentecost. He'll get one more. Second shot good. Pentecost with 4 of his team's 6 points. Westview back in bad need of a basket here. Charlie Yoder with it. He'll go out front to Hales. Elijah backs it up, waits for the offense to set, and they're going to try to run a play. Fremont in a 2-3. 2-3 zone. Pass inside. Collier gets up in the air, puts it up. Oh, he can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to the big guy inside, Nick LaRose. He'll go left side to Wall, and Wall travels. Little stutter step before he took off for the shot.
Yeah, that time down at our end, we did get the shot we wanted. It just couldn't quite get it to drop.
Fremont missing one of their key players, as we mentioned, Regadance. Wade Regadance, a 6-foot senior. Shoot the eyes out of the bucket. Charlie Yoder, speaking of shooting the eyes out of the bucket, he was inside the arc, but he hits his first 2 tonight, and the first 2 for Westview. 6-2 now. Fremont with the basketball and the lead with 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Ball inside, now they'll get it to Pentecost. He has it knocked away. Beautiful play by Josh Ostetler, saving it inbounds off the body of Pentecost. And so the Warriors will get it back. Excellent play by Josh.
It was a
very alert.
Yeah. Sometimes that ball will come back and get you when you're the guy standing outside, but he managed to avoid that.
Hales drives it right wing, has his pocket picked, and a quick timeout is called by Fremont. Cooper Wall had his hands together calling a timeout, and I think Coach Lysong was as well. We'll take a break. 4:36 to go in the opening period. Fremont 6, Westview 2. Back after this.
Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the
Looks like a 30.
Topeka is your authorized
they're
Maytag,
still standing,
Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
And we're back ready to resume action now as Fremont inbounding. Pentecost will bring it up for the Eagles. Calls out the play, gets a pick from LaRose. Then he'll go right side with it to Cooper Wall. Now to LaRose. Tries to make the move, he does, but he misses his shot. Good defense, and over the back's going to be called on Nick LaRose, his first foul of the game. Nick Rensberger going in there. Good defense by Nick.
LaRose just sort of ripped it down, but he had to go over the top to do it. Show that as their first missed shot.
Westview a chance to pull within 2 or possibly 1 with a 3. Josh Hostetler with it, left side. Now to Hales. Hales back to Josh, inside quickly. Too hot to handle for Cody. It goes off his hand and out of bounds.
That's our third turnover already, and a couple of those have been unforced.
Letting it roll is Nathan Midgard. He'll pick it up. 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Midgard takes it right side, fakes a pass that way, then comes back left with it to Pentecost. Pentecost back out front now to Wall. Wall drives it down almost to the baseline and pulls it back out. And he'll hit Midgard in the right side. He hits a 3. Now that's another thing. They've got strength inside as well as outside. Nick LaRose mostly an inside player, but they've got some guards that can really shoot that ball beyond the arc, even without Regadance.
Midgard's not a little guy, he's 6'2".
Good shooter. 9-2, Fremont up by 7. Charlie again for that same spot. This time it's off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Cooper Wall, and it'll stay in the hands of the Westview Warriors.
Lucas Yoder checks in for Westview, coming in for Josh Hostetler.
Fremont will be inbounding, or Westview rather, right in front of the Fremont bench. Lucas Yoder will inbound. He'll get it into Elijah Hales. Hales works it out front. Bounce passes it to Charlie Yoder. Now they'll swing it around to Lucas. Back to Elijah out front. Lob inside to Cody. Got way up in the air, and he's called for traveling as he came down out of balance and traveled with the basketball. So it'll be Fremont bringing it in. Nick LaRose gets it into Cooper Wall. Wall brings it across the timeline, looks right side on the bounce pass to LaRose. LaRose double teamed, gets it out of trouble. Now Wall will put it up from way outside. He rims it out, no good. Knocked out of bounds from behind by Pentecost from Charlie Yoder. So Westview will retain possession. This time they'll inbound in front of their own bench. Elijah Hales now with the ball. He bounce passes it right side. He'll go to Lucas Yoder. Lucas bounce passes it to Hales. Now to Charlie Yoder. His jumper in and out and back in again.
And Charlie accounting for all 4 of our points so far.
9-4 now, Fremont with the lead. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Midgard with the ball. Tries to drive on Charlie. Hands back to Cole Glazier. Now inside, Pentecost will put it up. Misses a shot inside the lane, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Elijah Hales. Minute 50 now to go in the first quarter. Elijah takes it into the paint, loses it, picked up by Collier. Now to Charlie, and his shot's good.
Well, at least Charlie's hitting.
Charlie, all 6 of our points tonight, 9-6 now. Midgard with the ball right side. He'll go right side to LaRose. Intercepted now. Weak pass across the lanes. Intercepted by Hales. He'll put it up, miss. Gets his own rebound. Fakes again. Puts it up. This time short. Could have been a foul. Wall pulls it down. A minute and 8 seconds now to go in the opening quarter. Westview down 3, 9-6. Cooper Wall gets it out front to Midgard. Knocked away by Charlie. He regains possession. Nathan Midgard gets a pick from LaRose. Now to Cooper Wall. Wall bounce passes it down low to Pentecost. He has it stripped away by Cody Collier. Battle for it. Picked up by Nick Rensberger. Pass ahead. Grabbed by Lucas, and it's knocked out of his hands, but actually it was touched by Lucas last, so it'll be Fremont
that
basketball.
Was the right call.
Yeah, I believe so.
Substitution, Josh comes back in, Cody Collier out, and in for the Eagles, Brandon Kuhn, also a 6'5 senior.
Cooper Wall, redhead, inbounds the basketball to Nick LaRose. LaRose fakes a shot, tries to bounce pass it inside, another ill-advised pass. Josh Osteller all the way down. What a shot by Josh. He'll have a chance for the three-point play here with 28.7 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
Well, foul's going to be called on Wall. That'll be his first, team second.
This could tie it up.
Boy, it feels like we should be further behind. But
it does, yeah.
Regadance is coming in. So they just didn't start him, but he is playing.
Well, I saw him getting his ankle taped. Didn't look too bad to me, unless it was they were taping the ankle that wasn't hurt, because I'm sure they're both taped. But all tied up at 9 with the ball. Pentecost out front.
It's got to be close to a 5-second call.
Pentecost has it stripped away, picked up by LaRose, and he puts it in. His first 2 tonight. 11-9, Fremont back up. Shot by Josh on the corner, off the mark, no good. Pulled out of there by Midgard, his long shot, and he was called for traveling. It was well short of the mark anyway. So we played 1 quarter of basketball here at Westview, and our score, Fremont 11, Westview 9. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this timeout.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguna Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometowntreasure.com.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And you'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They'll work with you to find a piece that meets your needs, or have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
Westview inbounding to begin the second quarter. Okay, Dan, if I do the math, that'll be 44-36. So you would.
Yeah. Well, last year at the end of the first quarter, we were down by 2, 7-9.
Well, here we go again.
We're down by 2 at the end of the first quarter, but both scored 2 points more.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Westview will retain possession, much to the chagrin of Coach Weissong of Fremont. Ball lobbed to Charlie Yoder, and he chases it down in the Fremont end of the court. He'll bring it back across the timeline into the Westview side. Hales will go ahead and shoot the 3, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. Battle, Lucas Yoder pulls it out of there. Long rebound. Good job by Lucas. Charlie in the corner, left side. They're really coming out on him now as he hit a couple shots from there. Josh for 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Regadance picks it up. He'll give it to Midgard. He's got the layup. 5 points now for Midgard, a 3 and a 2. Ball stripped away. Regadance with the basketball. You can tell he's not moving very well. He's kind of easing up the court. Midgard for three. This time it's no good. Rebound, Josh Ostetler. Pass ahead to Charlie. He'll put it up and blocked away, but we have a foul on Midgard. Boy, did he get up in the air.
He got up, yeah.
Midgard, as you mentioned, isn't.
I'd be curious to know. I'd love to see that in replay.
Pretty tall for a guard, for a high school guard, at least in this area. 6'2", but man, did he get up. He had some vertical height on that one, man. Charlie Yoder, hits his free throw. He has 7 now. 13-10, Westview pulls within 3. 6:45 to go in the half. Charlie, a 57.4% free throw shooter, hits that one, so he hits them both. Midgard will come out. Wall comes back in. The two big guys will bring the ball up, Pentecost and Nick LaRose. Pentecost is what, 6'4", I guess. LaRose 6'5".
Yeah, I think they both shrank an inch according to last year's
yeah, that's
stats.
true. Wall shot is good. Or no, that's Pentecost. He has 6 of his team's 15 points. Josh Ostetler gets it to Elijah Hales, back to Josh. Josh goes right side, has it intercepted by Cooper Wall. He's going to take it down all the way, put it up, and he's fouled.
That was an interesting shot. He was looking, trying to draw the contact, and almost fell over backwards.
Well, I guess he accomplished what he wanted to do, but it wasn't very high percentage shot there.
No.
I think.
That foul was called on Josh Ostetler. His first 3 on Westview now, 3 each way. And nobody with more than 1 on either team.
Wall's free throw is nothing but net. He has 3 now. Rose with 2, Midgard with 5, and Wall with 3, and Pentecost with 6.
He just pushed that lead back out to 5.
They look like a team to be reckoned with. I tell you, look pretty talented out there. Josh Ostetler looking for help. He'll get it to Cody Collier. 5:55 to go in the half. Westview down by 6, 17-11. Inside pass to Hales. Hales pulls it back out on the wing. Now he'll pop it. A little floater is good by Elijah, his first 2 tonight. Westview back within 4 now, 17-13. Regadance unloads the pass to Pentecost. He's going to drive on Collier and get it out of trouble to LaRose. LaRose tries to drive on Nick Rensberger. He'll get it across the lane to Regadance, and he missed, or Brendan Kuhn rather, missed the shot underneath, but he was fouled.
Oh, that'll put him at the line to shoot a couple. Foul's going to be called on Charlie, his first. Kuhn has not scored yet. The Eagles are 4 for 4 from the stripe so far.
Kuhn is 6'5" senior, and he hits. We get one more. Midgard checks back in. Pentecost comes to the bench.
Regadance still a leader out there, even if he's not able to play at full speed.
Exactly. And that's why the coach wants him out there. 19-13. Westview looking to get back into it here. Charlie Yoder, Josh Ostetler will swing it over to Collier. Collier to Elijah Hales, now right back to Cody. Hales, Charlie Yoder. Charlie goes to Collier, now down on the baseline to Nick Rensberger, out front to Josh. 4:53 to go. Nick cross-courts it, but it's intercepted. Nick LaRose anticipated that. LaRose gets it all the way over to Regadance. He'll pop it. It's going to be well short. And LaRose with a rebound. He puts it up, and he's fouled.
Yeah, I think that ankle not holding him certainly messed with Regadance's shot. He normally doesn't miss that badly.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's playing, but I think it's because of his leadership ability. But boy, you could tell he's definitely not, he's barely 75% out there. If that, more like 60%. Pass comes in from Regadance to LaRose. He'll put it up and score. 21-13, the Warriors find themselves down by 8 now. 4:35 to go in the first half. Cody Collier with it. Bounce passes it right side to Hales, and Hales will pull it back out front and set things up. Coach Yoder hollering out instructions to his team. It's almost like a 1-2-2 now. Looks like Regadance has come way out front. Inside, Rensberger puts it up, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be a hold on Fremont, and that'll go against Brendan Kuhn.
Yeah.
He raised his hand.
Yeah, he said, I'll take that one.
You don't see that much anymore.
That's his first, team's fourth. And Nick at the line to shoot a couple. Nick has not scored yet tonight.
And he hits. Nick boosted his free throw percentage up after that Goshen game from 58 to 66%. Second one is up and good again.
Make sure he uses all the rim on that one. Front and back anyway. Nice soft shot. Puts it in there. LaRose gets a rest. Pentecost back in, I think.
Kuhn gets it into Cooper Wall. Wall brings it across the timeline with 4 minutes to go in the half. Wall inside to Kuhn, right back to Wall. Wall drives, puts up a floater and hits. 6 now for Cooper Wall. 23-15, back up to an 8-point lead for Fremont. 3:40 to go in the half. Collier with it. Collier to Hales. Inside to Rensberger. Turnaround hook is good.
There we go. Go right up and over him.
Nice little kiss off the glass by Nick. Cooper Wall. Corrects the offense out there. Bounce pass inside. Regadance post up against Josh, and he tries to feed it inside, but Josh is going to be whistled for the foul. Regadance drew the contact.
That's going to be on Charlie.
Wow.
Picks up his second. So Charlie and Elijah with 2 apiece. LaRose comes back in, comes in for Regadance.
Cooper Wall will inbound. We'll get it way out front to Nathan Midgard. Left side to Cooper Wall. Bounce pass to Nick LaRose down on the baseline. That's Nick Rensberger on him. LaRose can't find the shot. It's tipped into the Westview side of the court. And we're going to have a travel as Elijah picked it up, tried to call timeout, but he was sliding as he was calling timeout. So Coach Yoder is claiming that he can do that. I'm not sure what the rule is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't think the coaches agree. Nick LaRose gives it to Nathan Midgard. His shot.
Charlie blocks it.
Yeah, great block by Charlie.
Yeah.
Wall will inbound. 2 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the first half. 23-17, Fremont with the ball and the lead. Bounce pass inside. This time it goes to Pentecost.
Yeah.
Yep, travel. First I thought they were going to call because he lowered his shoulder as he made the move, but he definitely walked. Timeout's called by Fremont. It'll be a 30. We'll be back after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Fever, sore throat, body aches. Yes, the flu season is here, so how do you protect yourself? Well,
and we're back, ready to resume action after the timeout. Westview will inbound underneath the Fremont basket with 2:35 now to go in the first half. Westview chasing 6. Hales out front. That's Collier in the corner to Josh. And he bounces to Cody, who cut the other way, and it's picked up by Pentecost. They get it back out front now to Midgard. They'll work it inside to LaRose. LaRose all the way in, puts it up and in. 6 now for LaRose. Shot by Josh is just off the mark. Charlie with the offensive rebound. He's triple teamed, almost quadruple teamed down there. Get it out of trouble. Collier now. Hales wide open. His shot's up. No good. Rebound, Nick LaRose. Has his ripped away from behind by Josh Ostetler. Charlie Yoder puts it up and in. 10 for Charlie. 25-19 now. Fremont with the lead in the ball. Minute and 28 seconds to go in the opening half. Pentecost with the ball. He'll drive it into the paint, put it up, in and out and back in again. I'm not sure whether the basket's going to count.
Looks like they're conferring to talk about it. I'm not exactly sure what the foul, who they're going to call the foul on even.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think it was away from the ball.
And he blew the whistle before he shot, but the question might be whether he had started the shot. So the whistle that was blown is being called.
Yeah, that's kind of what my opinion was. They're going to count the basket, but it did look like it was.
So on top of that, Elijah gets called for his 3rd foul.
Wow, that's costly. That was a 2.
And it's the 7th team foul, so not only did they get.
Or was that a 3?
No, it should have been a 2.
I think so. So 27-19.
That was by Pentecost. Well, that's sort of a costly one.
Oh, Pentecost, that's right. Well, I gave Wall the points. It was Pentecost that hit it.
So,
or no, Wall did hit the basket, and Pentecost was fouled away from the ball.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the points up here. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's. But me giving Pentecost that 2 points makes it come out right. I'm not sure who they actually gave it to.
Pentecost hits the free throw. Were they in the bonus? Yes.
Yeah, that put them in the bonus. So they got a 2-point bucket to fall, plus got a 1-and-1 on top of it.
And he misses a second. Ball rebounded by Cody Collier, and the Warriors will bring it back. Jeremiah Hostetler's checked in for the Warriors. Josh comes out, his brother. Lucas Yoder. Now to Charlie. His shot's up, short. Looked like it might have been partially blocked. LaRose ahead to Regadance. He passes it to Pentecost. He misses a layup. Ripped out of there by Midgard. He'll drive it. Give off to Wall in the corner left side. He'll drive the baseline. He double team, gets it out of trouble to Midgard, and he has it knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Westview ball, or Fremont ball. Wall will inbound. Go ahead,
not
Dan.
getting anything to go our way right now.
No, we're not. Midgard with the ball out front. He's going to hand it off to Pentecost. Now to Regadance. Cooper Wall working against Jeremiah. He's got a little height advantage there. Now to LaRose. He'll drive it in. And we have a travel. Yeah, I was going to say he took an extra step or 2. 30.8 seconds to go in the half. Westview a chance to cut into that Fremont lead that's 9 right now. 28-19. Mima working against Pentecost out front. He'll give off to Charlie Yoder. Now back to Mima out front. to Charlie Yoder. We're down to 10 seconds now to go in the half. Bounce pass stolen away by Regadance. He'll pop it. It's going to be short, loose. They'll put it up again. Plenty of time. Rushed their shots there. Now shot off the back or off the glass by Nick Rensberger is off the mark. No good. So we played the first 16 minutes here at Westview, and our score at halftime, Fremont 28, Westview 19. Dan will be back with halftime stats and scoring right after this timeout. Oh.
Well, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and leave it right here so we can watch the dance team.
You'll have lights. Just kidding. They're going to turn the lights off.
Off. No, on.
Put your hands together for the final performance of the year for the Westview Dance Crew.
Stand on the box, stop clapping, got a real good feeling, something better.
But that turns off the music. Yes, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, very different.
They keep blinking them on and off.
quite figure out how to turn the lights on.
Some of them aren't on. So who did they give those points to? Wall has 5.
Back here at Westview High School, kids out there shooting a shot, trying to win $2, pay $1 to shoot, get 2 if you make it. Taking a look at halftime stats, Westview chasing 9 right now. Not been a very good first half. Probably the biggest difference between the two teams has been just the number of turnovers. I have Westview down for 9 and 5 against the Eagles, and it's been rough. We just can't get things going when we try to skip across the zone, try to skip pass across. We've been picked off several times. We've lost the ball a variety of ways, but 9 turnovers, not good. Looking at individual scoring, the Eagles being led by senior Logan Pentecost with 9, 6 points apiece for Cooper Wall and Nick LaRose, also both seniors. Senior Nathan Midgard with 5, and senior Brandon Coons with 2. Of course, we knew that they were very senior laden, but all their points coming from those seniors so far. Wade Regadance did play a little bit, but you could tell when he was trying to shoot that he certainly did not have, he was not up to full speed, not able to get much oomph on his shots. So right now, with Pentecost being the leader, Westview being led right now by 10 points by Charlie Yoder, 4 points apiece for Nick Rensberger. No, sorry, not apiece. Nick Rensberger has 4. 3 points for Josh Hostetler, an old-fashioned 3-point play, and 2 points for Elijah Hales to round out the scoring. Those 5, the only ones scoring for Westview. Charlie having a good game. He is only averaging a little over 10 a game, and he's got 10 already. But boy, nobody else is anywhere near their average.
No,
I do show Westview with a slight rebounding advantage. 9 to, well, I take that back. It's 9-9. I guess that's a real slight advantage. 6 fouls whistled on Westview and 4 on the Eagles. And the big story there might be the fact that Elijah Hales has 3 fouls already.
Yeah, that could come into play in this second half. He's going to have to be careful in there. And as we found out in that first half, they can go inside or they can shoot from outside. They're doing well at penetrating, and they're also doing well at getting the down inside to their big man. So we're at halftime. Our score at halftime, Fremont 28 and Westview 19. We'll be back with more from Westview right after this 1-minute timeout.
Fever, sore throat, body aches? Yes, the flu season is here, so how do you protect yourself? Well, talk to the friendly pharmacists at Topeka Pharmacy about getting a flu shot. They're free with most insurance plans. No insurance? Pay $32 for the regular dose or $60 for the senior dose, and you'll receive a $5 gift card for your next visit. No appointment needed and no prescription needed for those 11 years and older. Many other immunizations are available. Call 260-593-2252 or stop by Topeka Pharmacy in downtown Topeka.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
And we're back at Westview. Both teams have returned to the hardwood now and getting in their warm-ups before we begin the second half. Westview with a 9-point hole to dig their way out up here as we go into the second half. Good Fremont team. In fact, personally, they look better than I thought that they would be.
Well, especially with their leading scorer, one of their leading scorers out, they're looking really good. So according to my calculations, Jerry, we're going to have to outscore them 34-21 in the second half to hit my predicted score here. I should have never said that, I guess. Jinxed him here, but I think still, I mean, if we can cut down on those turnovers, I think that's really what's hurting us, and start to get some of those shots to drop. Yeah, it just somehow, I mean, we've only taken 15 shots. They've taken 17, and, you know, that's a big part of that's due to the difference in turnovers.
Exactly. You know, one thing that I didn't bring up and that you have to factor into this with these two teams is you've got a veteran team who really wants to get this title because this is their last opportunity.
Right.
So they've got that incentive. Our guys are young and hungry, but they've got a couple or three more years, depending on who we're talking about, to get her done. You know? So, yeah, a little bit of incentive there for Fremont.
So all these
their
seniors.
Right.
Well, and I think, did we decide for sure that if they win this, will they be tied or will they have it outright?
Well, it's their 8-2.
East side, I think, would end up with 9-2 as well.
I think Fremont plays Bethany next.
This is their last game. It's
game.
Our last conference game.
Yeah.
East side would be the other team in question.
Fremont starts with the basketball. Pentecost shot doesn't go. Bunch of Warriors there, and Cody Collier picks it up. Yeah, East side's 9-1 coming into tonight's action, and Fremont and Westview 8-2. Then you've got Angola at 7-3. Hales out front. As you can see, Westview moving toward the east basket here at the Westview gym in the second half. Hales tries to bounce past it, kind of got caught up on, let's see, was it Kuhn or
what did they call?
Glazier? I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure what they called. I don't think Coach Wysong's sure either.
Maybe it bounced off of Glazier's foot or something. I'm not sure. Hey, there's a three.
No, it was only a two.
Was he inside the
arc? He was inside the arc, but we'll take it. He doubled his output.
That's right. 4 points now for Elijah. 28-21. Fremont with the ball and the lead. Nick LaRose out front. He'll drive it down the lane, force it up off the glass, and got it.
If he can handle the ball and drive in there, it's awfully hard to stop a big guy like that.
I think he's gotten all of his points in that fashion. Cody Collier, his first two of the night, off the baseline right side. Westview back within 7. Cole Glazier with the ball. He'll go right side to LaRose in the corner. LaRose almost had it stripped away. He'll give it to Cooper Wall now. Wall will pop a three, and he hits.
Wow, I was thinking, why would he shoot from there?
Exactly, that's my thought too. I thought it's a rush shot, but he puts his team up by 10, 33-23.
Yeah, I got a text, Jerry, here. Somebody says the halftime dancers are great, but I like the free pizza better.
Yeah, we'll have to
see if we can get
that.
Yeah, next year.
Cody Collier shot off the back of the rim, no good. Nick LaRose with the baseball pass ahead. Grabbed by Cole Glazier. He feeds Pentecost. Oh, my. What a play by Fremont. So Pentecost is going to have a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. 11 points now for him. Chance to make it an even dozen with the successful free throw here. Fremont all of a sudden is up 12.
And they called that foul on Hales. That's his fourth.
Wow, he's got to come out. Second shot, no good. But
wow,
streaking in there was Midgard to put it back up and in. 37-23 now. Fremont with a big lead. Josh Ostetler to Elijah Hales. Hales fakes a shot, gets the player in the air, and that was Midgard, and he's going to be whistled for the foul.
That'll be his second, first on the Eagles for the half.
Hales will inbound for the Warriors underneath their own basket off to the right. Lob into Collier. He'll go left side to Charlie, and his shot is no good off the back of the iron. Chased down by Charlie. Good hustle. Elijah drives, puts it up, misses, but he's fouled. Good drive to the basket by Elijah. We've been seeing that throughout the year.
Foul's going to be called on LaRose, his second. Yeah, on that missed rebound down, or missed free throw down here, I think both guys stepped over to block out LaRose and left Midgard wide open to come in on the side there.
Good heads-up play by him. 5 points now for Elijah as he hits his first free throw. He'll get one more. Second shot up and no good. Rebound, Nick. And he'll put it up and in. So a little payback there. Rensberger pulls it down, puts it right back up and in, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play as he lines it up at the free throw line.
That foul's going to be called on Pentecost, his first. Well, if we do this about 6 more times, it'll help even things out for the point totals anyway.
That's true. 7 now for Nick, coming off 14 against Goshen. Cooper Wall crosses the timeline, goes right side with it to Nick LaRose, who's double teamed. Cole Glazer out of Midgard. Midgard has it stripped away by Charlie Yoder. Charlie gets it to Elijah. Hales left side to Josh, wide open. He'll give it off to Charlie Yoder. Charlie back out front. Hales for 3, and it's good! Westview pulls back within 7 now, 37-30, and we were down what? 13?
14.
14 points. So they cut it in half. Ball loose, picked up by Charlie Yoder. Back come the Warriors. Hales into the paint. He'll drive all the way to the basket. We have a blocking foul called on Fremont.
That would have been huge if he would have been called for a charge. He was out, but foul's called on Wall instead. And that means the bucket counts, and they'll get a chance for another free throw. And all of a sudden, that 13-point.
14-point?
No, 14. It was 37-23. And we've scored 9. Is that 9? Yeah, 9 straight. Chance to make it 10.
37-32. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguna Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometown.treasure.com.
4:50 to go in the third quarter, 37-32. Fremont over Westview, but the Warriors are on a run here. Elijah Hales will have a chance to complete the three-point play as he'll line it up at the free throw line. Knock that lead of Fremont's down to 6 with a successful free throw here.
And he's doing all this with 4 fouls.
Elijah with just 2 points in the first 16 minutes. And this half he's put
9 more
on the board.
9 on the board.
37-33. Westview down 4.
Coach Wysong sends Regadance back in.
Cooper Wall out front. Bounce passes it to Regadance, who came across down the baseline. He'll get it to LaRose, and he's whistled for traveling again.
Well, so far I show 3 turnovers for Fremont for this half and none for Westview. It makes a big difference.
Westview a chance to cut the lead down to either 2 or 1 here.
Wow.
With a three-pointer. Yeah, I had to check to make sure I was right with my math there. Unbelievable. Big run for the Warriors. Charlie Yoder wide open on the baseline, and he misses a shot. Ball tipped way up in the air and pulled down by Cody Collier. Josh Ostetler, Elijah. He pops it from 15 off the back of the iron. No good. Regadance with a rebound. He'll give it off to Pentecost, and Pentecost is on his way in. We have a whistle, and a foul's going to be called.
Hales
and
just fouled out.
Yeah. It's going to be all for Elijah.
That's a chancy thing to do, to try to take a charge when you've got 4 fouls.
We're going to bring Mima in for Elijah. Well, maybe he's not coming in for
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yep. and I don't really think it was, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they were really going after Hales as far as trying to foul him out of the ball game. It just happened that way. Foul on Josh Hostetler. That'll be his second.
Second 3 on Westview for the half.
Regadance inbounding. He'll get it to Nick LaRose on the baseline. Now to Regadance. He'll put up a 3 from the corner and he hits. That time he got some more height on that leap. He was able to get it in. 40-33. Fremont back up by 7. 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Charlie Yoder, he'll give it to Jeremiah Hostetler, now to Josh. To Cody out front. Charlie. He'll work it back out front to Cody. Not as many people in the seats tonight, which is a lot of times the occasion here at Westview on a weeknight. Foul inside's called on Fremont. Midgard, I believe, picked that foul up.
Nope. LaRose picks up his third.
So they're big guys in a little bit of foul trouble here. 40-33.
5 team fouls now for the Eagles.
Rensberger hits again. He's 4 for 4.
He's 4 for 4. Yes, he is. Gives him 8 points now.
LaRose comes out with 3 fouls. Coming back in is Brendan Kuhn, another senior, 6'5". Rensberger's second shot, no good. We have a lane violation on Pentecost, I believe.
He gets to shoot again.
So another attempt. And
maybe he had his foot across the line or something, I'm not sure. So I think that counts as a turnover, essentially.
Rensberger gets another chance. And this time he hits. That could prove to be really big. We've got a 5-point ball game now, 40-35. Fremont with the lead and the ball. Inside pass, Pentecost should have been called for the foul. Misses a shot, it goes out of bounds. Oh my, looked like it went off of Pentecost, but it's gonna be staying in the hands of Fremont. Underneath their own basket. Regadance will inbound. Regadance out front into the backcourt now. Chasing it down was Midgard. Midgard crosses the timeline. Tried to get a backdoor pass and it's intercepted, deflected away and intercepted. Mima with the ball. He'll go left side to Collier. Now to Charlie underneath. Oh, he misses a shot underneath and we have a battle and we have a held ball. It's going to stay in the hands of Westview.
Sort of a sloppy play there all around. Looked like we were going to get an easy bucket out of it.
Yeah, it almost looked like it slipped out of the hands. It was kind of a lazy pass on Jeremiah's part. I think he started to make the pass and then decided he shouldn't and got caught in between. Collier being hawked on defense there by Cooper Wall. He'll get it Charlie Yoder now. Inside to Rensberger. He fakes, puts it up, misses, but he's fouled. Brendan Kuhn will pick up the foul. That'll be his second.
And indeed, so that's the 6th team foul. So we get to shoot this one because it was a shooting foul, but we'll get to shoot free throws the rest of the way. 2:22 here in the third quarter.
Nick hits another. 6 out of 7 now for the free throw line, and he's in double figures scoring-wise for the evening at 10. Westview has that lead back down to 4 for Fremont. And now 3 as Nick hits them both. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. 40-37, Fremont with the basketball and the lead. Cooper Wall has it knocked away, stolen. Josh Hostetler comes up with it, and we have a foul on Fremont.
And that's going to be called on Cooper Wall, his third. And team's 7th. Actually, he should. Oh, he's coming in for.
Lucas.
1-1, and Lucas getting set to check in for Josh apparently, because they're saying he's the shooter he's coming in for.
Lucas must have had to change uniforms.
Oh.
He's wearing number 3. Shot by Josh is good. They get one more chance to pull the Warriors within 1. Nick LaRose back in. Brendan Kuhn comes out.
8 of these points here in this period coming from the free throw line. Make that 9.
Josh hits them both. 5 points now for Josh.
And it's a 1-point game.
I can't believe it. 14-point swing here in the third quarter for Westview. 40-39, Fremont holding on to a the slimmest of margins, 1-point lead. Regadance in the paint, gives off to Midtgaard. Midtgaard loses it, stolen by Charlie Yoder. Rensberger, he'll go to the hoop, put it up, score off the glass, and the Westview Warriors lead.
That is our first lead of the night.
13 points now for Rensberger, and the Warriors have battled back from a 14-point deficit to take the lead, 41-40. Now we have a reach-in by Jeremiah.
Both coaches are going, what was that? Even Coach Weiss, I think he was saying that's not a foul. But Jeremiah picks up his first, and that's 4 for Westview for the half now.
Fighting through some screens down there. It's getting kind of physical. Wall's 3, and he misses, but he's fouled. It's going to be a 3-shot.
No, he's going to say it's after the shot. Jeremiah tried to get around the screen, and one of the guys was hanging on to him. They're saying it was after the shot.
Okay, so they're getting inbounded. So it won't be a shooting foul, and Wall will be inbounding.
Coach Yoder not happy about, he's never happy about a foul on a 3-point shot.
Not at all. Fremont's Regadance with the basketball. He'll drive it, loses it, but gets it back and gives it to Midtgaard. Westview up by 1 minute and 20 to go in the third quarter. Now we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called, and I think Charlie picked up his third.
Well, the intensity's just ratcheted up a bit here.
Oh man, has it. If you watch him battling for position on this inbounds play, man, they're pushing and shoving and everything else.
A non-contact sport, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Regadance gets it into Wall. Wall drives, can't find a shot. He'll give off to Nick LaRose. LaRose into the paint. Regadance, his shot from the corner's off the mark. Chased down by Charlie Yoder. Yoder gets it to Jeremiah. 64 seconds to go in the third, and I think Rob wants him to go for the final shot of this quarter. Lucas Yoder with the basketball. He'll give out front to Jeremiah Hostetler. To Collier, back to Jeremiah out front. Tries to set up the offense. He'll give off to Lucas, right back to Maima. Left side, and it goes out of bounds. Collier cutting toward the baseline.
That would be considered an unforced error.
Yes, it would. Regadance will let it roll and save some of the clock. 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. Westview still by 1. Nick LaRose with the ball. High post, right side. Picks up his dribble, gives off to Wall. Wall drives it toward the hoop. He'll put up the floater, misses. Rebound, Lucas Yoder. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Westview by 1. Lucas calling, or rather Charlie calling for Lucas for some help. Gets it, now he gets it to Maima. Jeremiah has it knocked away by Regadance, and Wall will have a breakaway layup.
Well, actually, Wall knocked it loose and then right into hands of Regadance.
Shots up and good by Charlie Yoder right at the buzzer, which gives Westview the lead. We played 3 exciting quarters of basketball here at Westview, and our score, Westview 43, Fremont 42. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this timeout.
Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka
I'm
Do It
missing
Best
2
has
points
been selling
somewhere.
appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years.
Who just made that
See
last
JJ
bucket?
For your appliance
For
parts.
us, Charlie.
Yeah.
Not in stock,
Charlie?
No problem.
Yeah.
Topeka Do It
That's-
Best.
does
he have
Your
12?
next business
Yeah,
day.
that gives us
Topeka
12.
Do It Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And
Weaver got his hand on there temporarily.
Boy, our defense has really tightened up here late in the ball game in the third and fourth quarter, and the Warriors have battled back. If you're just joining us, so we're down 14 points early in the third quarter. Pentecost gets it inside against Collier. Good defense by Cody. Regadance wide open for driving is Cooper Wall. He'll put it up and miss the shot. He'll get one more. Westview down or up by 3, 49-46, 3:43. Shots up and good by Wall. 49-47, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this ball game. Kenton Weaver now with the ball. He'll go to Cody Collier. Collier to Lucas Yoder. Lucas gets it to Kenton. And we have a whistle, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Westview underneath.
That's going to be called on Cody Collier, his third.
Westview up to 49-47, 3:20 to go. Nick Rose will inbound underneath the Westview basket, and he'll get it into Regadance. Regadance has played all 4 years of his high school career. Inside to LaRose, he'll put it up, have it blocked away by Yoder. It goes out of bounds, last touch by Westview. It's going to be Fremont's ball.
Now that was huge. Not quite getting those calls to go our way. Can't quite get the rebounds.
Regadance will give it out front. It'll go to Midgard. Cooper Wall out front. You'll go down low to Nick LaRose. LaRose drives on Rensberger and then gives off to Regadance. Now to Cooper Wall. Wall drives the lane, puts it up, and misses a shot again. Rebound Rensberger. Westview up 2. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the ball game. Kenton Weaver with the ball. Charlie Yoder with it now. Charlie drives it into the lane, gives off to Rensberger, now to Kenton Weaver. Weaver drives it down the lane, gives off to Rensberger, puts it up and scores! Nick with 17. 51-47, Westview up by 4.
That's
Cooper
huge.
Wall with
17.
the ball for Fremont. He'll get it inside to LaRose. LaRose fakes, scoops it up, misses a shot, rebound Weaver. And Weaver's fouled as he tries to get out of trouble. And Fremont will pick up the foul. Let's see who that goes against.
Looks like they're just getting a little flustered there. I don't know that he necessarily needed to put that shot up like that. LaRose just sort of threw it up there.
Yeah, he did.
And he gets called for the foul. That's his 4th.
Timeout on the court. Coach Wysong trying to give his team encouragement. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Oh my gosh, this is awful.
I couldn't tell whether you were talking.
I think you.
Shipshewana communities in the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Lorana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview School District. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometown.treasure.com.
And we're back. We're back at Westview High School. Jerry Hostetler with Dan Byler. We're down 1 minute and 43 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, hey, now what was my prediction? 53-49.
Whoa. It could happen.
It could happen. I have a feeling we're going to go a little bit over that, though, the way it looks right now. Kenton Weaver at the line to shoot.
See, it's still a 1-and-1.
Right.
It's the only 9th team foul on the Eagles.
Kenton with 2 already from the free throw line, and he hits another.
He's stepping in big.
5-point lead for Westview, 52-47. Weaver, 1 more free throw coming his way. It's up and good again. Perfect from the free throw line for Kenton. Minute 43, minute 42 now as Wall picks it up right before the half-court strike. Pentecost drives it in, misses the shot. Weaver being double-teamed, gets it out of trouble with Lucas Yoder, out of Rensberger. Westview with the numbers. Rensberger takes it all the way in, has it knocked out of his hands, and Nick is fouled on the play.
That is huge. Kenton Weaver picking up a couple big rebounds. Get it down to the other end, and we'll put Nick at the line, a chance to add to his career high. That foul is the 4th on Midgard.
17 points now for Nick, and now 18 as he hits his first free throw. 7-point lead with just a miss. Rensberger hits them both. 19 now for Nick LaRose, but gets out of his hands and out of bounds.
He was not expecting that pass,
No,
I don't
he
think.
wasn't. Charlie Yoder now with the basketball, trying to inbound. And he's going to call a timeout.
That's probably a...
Yeah, minute 11, 55, 47, an 8-point lead for Westview.
I guess we'll just keep it right here. My goodness. A lot of free throws being shot. Westview 9 of 10 in the 3rd period there, while the Eagles didn't actually shoot any. And here in the 4th period, we're 6 of 6. So right now, Westview 20 of 21 from the free throw line.
Wow.
That is huge for the
free throw percentage. Of course, on the other side, the Eagles aren't. They've only missed 2 as well, but they are, 5 of 6, 12 of 14.
Charlie Yoder will inbound now as we're back to action. Charlie trying to get it in. He'll get it into Lucas Yoder. Lucas hands it back to Kenton Weaver. 66 seconds to go in the ball game. Weaver will pull it back out front. The Warriors are trying to run clock here. Lucas Yoder to Rensberger, fakes the shot, gets it way out front to Kenton Weaver. Warriors up by 8, 55-47. Now we have a whistle and a foul's going to be called on Pentecost. Logan Pentecost picks up his foul. That'll be
his second, I think, yeah. But we're in the double bonus situation, so Lucas Yoder a chance to get some free throws here. 2 points so far tonight. And I think they're feeling it. What do you think, Jerry?
I think so. What a game this has been. I was almost beginning to think, well, that's okay. We'll get them in the sectional.
Yeah.
But no, the Warriors had some fight left in them and came back from that 14-point lead and have now gone up 10. A 24-point turnaround. Wall drives, puts it up, misses. LaRose has it knocked out of his hands, and we have a battle. Oh, we're going to have a fight there for a while. It's a held ball.
And it's our ball.
And it's going to be Westview basketball.
So they had the rebound, and we got a hold of it.
39.3 seconds to go in the game.
Substitution, Jace Polklaser, who had started, coming back in for Regadance, probably thinking there's no need stressing that ankle anymore. They're down 10 with 40 seconds to go.
Charlie Yoder looking to inbound. He'll get it into Lucas Yoder, and they break the timeline. Wide open Collier, he'll put it up off the glass and good. .47, a 12-point lead for Westview with just 25 seconds to go in the ball game. Long three by Wall is good. And a quick foul on the inbound pass to Kenton Weaver, picked up by Cooper Wall. That'll be his fourth. So once again, Kenton Weaver with 4 points, all coming from the free throw line, will be there once again.
I guess Wysong's not giving up yet. He has Regadance set to come back in, doing an offense-defense switch here.
And Kenton misses his first free throw of the evening. Regadance comes in. Polklaser comes out.
Boy, 16.8. He's still thinking he's got a chance, I guess.
Kenton with 5. And that evens his high water mark for the year. Long shot by Wall. Misses. Rebound by Nick Rensberger, and he bounced it off the body of one of the Fremont players.
7.9 seconds, and he's calling a timeout.
Full timeout called by John Wysong. 60-50, Westview by 10 with 7.9 seconds to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
I guess we're going to keep it right here. We're having a little trouble with the streaming. Hopefully it's going out. What an exciting finish. It looked like, well, I guess by the end of the third quarter we had come back, but boy, we were down 14 early in the third quarter, and now we're up 10. So that's a 24-point
That's unbelievable. Yeah.
So they're still going to put pressure on. They're not going to let us get anything easy in this last 7.9 seconds.
Charlie Yoder inbounds. He'll get it into Kenton Weaver, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Westview ball. 5.5 seconds to go. Charlie looking to get it in. He'll get it into Collier. Knocked away. Shot by Pentecost is short. Wall puts it up, and after the buzzer, and the Westview Warriors come out of here with an unbelievable come-from-behind win tonight over the Fremont Eagles, defeating them by a score of 60-50 after being down 14 points in this game. The Warriors battle back and pull out a 10-point victory tonight over the Fremont Eagles. Dan will be back to take a look at game scoring and stats after this exciting game right after this 2-minute timeout.
Roger, why don't you just bring it back? I'm just going to wrap it up quick. I'm not going to try to do all the stats. Okay, I was just thinking it might be easier to talk over this one because there's no sound. We're back at Westview High School. We'll do a quick wrap-up here of the game. We're having a little trouble with the sound looping back on us, and it makes it a little disconcerting here. Go ahead, just give you a quick rundown of the scoring. First for the visiting Eagles, led tonight by Cooper Wall, their 6'2" senior. Finished the night with 15. 10 points for senior Nick LaRose. 9 points for Logan Pentecost, also a senior. 7 points for Nathan Midgard. 2 points for Brendan Kuhn, and 5 points for Wade Regadance. And we mentioned this a couple times, but those guys are all seniors on that Eagle squad. And it looked like they had things their way pretty much until they were up by 14 early in the second half. And Westview just came roaring back there in the second half. I think a lot of that was spurred early on in the second half by Elijah Hales playing with 4 fouls. Scored 9 points in the third period before fouling out at the 4:02 mark. But I think he got everybody fired up enough that they just kept right on rolling after he was out and pulled away with it, that 10-point victory. Looking at individual stats for Westview, led tonight, and now were you saying you're saying that I have Rensberger down for 15. Did he actually have 17? Did you have him down for 17? You have Nick Rensberger down for 17 or 15? I might have lost some points there.
I had him down for 19.
19.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite possible. Oh yeah, I see here. I missed adding in the third quarter, so he was at 13. So yes, 19 tonight for Nick Rensberger, a new career high. Congratulations to him. 11 points for Elijah Hales before he fouled out. 12 points for Charlie Yoder. Charlie had 10 in the first half. He was really the only thing keeping us into the game in the first half. 5 points tonight for Josh Hostetler. 5 points for Kenton Weaver, all in the fourth quarter, all from the free throw line. Huge coming in as a ball handler after Elijah had fouled out, and I think maybe Mima made one too many errant passes, and coach said, well, let's try somebody else, and Kenton did a whale of a job. Usually Mima is a lot sharper than that. I guess this was his first game back after being sick. I don't want to make excuses for him, but who knows. 4 points apiece then for Cody Collier and for Lucas Yoder to round out the scoring for Westview. What a game. What a second half in particular, or the last, what would it be, the last 14 minutes of the game. First 2 minutes of the second half weren't necessarily great, but from there on out, it was all Westview.
I don't ever remember a 24-point turnaround in a Westview game. I mean, I've seen it happen in college, but a 24-point turnaround. We were down 14, and we ended up winning the ball game by 10. So.
Well, I had told you that at halftime it looked like Westview was going to have to score 34 to Fremont's 21 to get my 53-49. But both teams scored a little more than that, although I came really close to hitting Fremont's. They had 50, but our guys got a little carried away and scored 7 more than I predicted. But you know what? I'll take it. So 60-50 that final score.
What a game. Great win for the Warriors tonight to go to 15-6 now overall as we go into the Concord game on Friday night, and they now are 9-2 in the Northeast Corner Conference.
And I'm guessing that's going to clinch second place, maybe by themselves, because
Fremont goes to 8-3 now.
Yeah, well, Eastside
9-1.
Okay, who have they not played? Did you see that, or are they playing somebody this week yet? Maybe.
Yeah.
So our only hope for a share in that conference title, regular season title, would be as if they would lose their last conference game, and apparently they still have one left.
I think we're done with our conference, or all the teams are done with their conference schedules after tonight. So maybe Eastside was playing a conference game tonight. I'm not sure. In fact, I think I might even have it here.
Do they have all the games?
Yeah. Eastside, they play down at Wawasee.
Do they have a game Eastside at Churubusco?
Oh, so they do.
So there is. Okay, everybody's going to have to cheer for Busco Friday night, and although Busco ended up coming on pretty strong at the end of the season in the conference as well. Yes. Early on, as much as we beat them by it, we thought there wasn't going to be much there, but I think they turned things around.
The third game of the year. So, what a ball game.
What a ball game.
So that'll do it for tonight. Make sure you join us. We didn't really mention the sectional much, and Westview does play the second night. The official start of the sectional here at Westview is on Tuesday evening. And let's see, do I even have that? Yes, I do. On Tuesday night, it's going to be Prairie Heights and Bremen in the
That'll be
7
the only
o'clock.
game.
Yeah, that's the only game on Tuesday. And then the first game on Wednesday will be the Westview Fremont game at 6, which will be followed by the Whitco Central Noble game at 7:30. So.
And then, of course, semifinals Friday night and finals on Saturday. And I think, LaVille got the bye.
Yes.
So they don't play first round. And then they'll be playing, I think they'll be playing the winner of the Prairie Heights Bremen game.
That's right.
And the Fremont Westview winner will be playing the Whitco Central Noble winner for Friday night.
Tough draw for the Warriors.
It is. It is. But that happens. It's all done by chance. Who gets what for the draw. So.
But I always say, playing here at home has got to be a big advantage.
I would think so. Yeah.
So the only thing with this win tonight for the Warriors is that's going to make Fremont even more hungrier.
Of course it is.
Next Wednesday. So.
But boy, and it's in 8 days. That's a long time for Rigadance to get his foot back in shape. And they're playing Bethany. So I would not be surprised if he would not play. I mean, unless they felt they needed him, but I doubt that they will. I mean, just after watching the two teams play. Of course, we played Bethany first game of the season, but I don't think they've had a whole lot of success this year.
I don't think Coach Weissong would risk him getting injured worse or whatever for that game, so I'm pretty sure he'll save him for the section.
So that'll do it for tonight. Glad you could join us. Once again, Westview defeating Fremont in come-from-behind fashion, 60-50. Our final score tonight. Westview at 15-6 and now 9-2 in the conference. Fremont drops to 14-7 and 8-3 in the Northeast Corner Conference. So for camera operator Matthew Byler and our engineer tonight, Roger Wenger. For color commentator Dan Byler, this is Jerry Hosteller. Good night, everybody.
Today's streaming broadcast of Westview Warrior Basketball at LaguanaMedia.com has been made possible by the following gold sponsors: Height Auto Body, Shipshe Service, Riegsecker Marketplace, and Laguana. Silver sponsors were Yoder Insurance, Mercury Wireless, The Hometown Treasure, Quality Floor, Emma Warehouse, Fast Lane Subway, Troyer's Saddlery, Frontline Auto Tech, Yoder Shipshewana Hardware, Tiffany's Restaurant, Topeka Pharmacy, Weaver Furniture, Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware, Jerry's Standard, Yoder Popcorn, Mike's Automotive Service, Pruitt May Funeral Home, and the Brethren Retreat Center. Our individual sponsors have been Tim and Donna Height, John and Leslie Cook, Dan and Dawn Byler, and Jim and Liz Stump. See the schedule on our website for our next streamcast of Westview Warrior Basketball at LaguanaMedia.com.